Let's see, Yasmin has a question right here. Will the unwanted hair in your face be gone for good? All right, so androgen talk and all that, there's a lot of stuff like information about that. A lot of doctors will pass that off as if a woman has too much hair on her face and so forth, and it's a problem, then the doctors will pass it off as genetics, as genes, hormone imbalances. They'll want to do, a whole load of hormones, the whole bit. They'll want to get you on the pill. They'll try to keep you on the pill with all that. What I say is, if you're dealing with hair growing in oddball places and you're a woman and that you're really concerned, it's really affecting you, you keep the fats down, you keep the fats down, you keep the fats down, okay? I'm serious about this. This is important right here, okay? You don't really jump into the roasted chickens too often. You be really careful there. You make sure you stay off of dairy because dairy is loaded with hormones. Loaded with hormones. Okay? Very important. No dairy. No dairy. Don't be overdoing the fats. Keep the pork out. You got hair growing on your face that's not supposed to be growing on your face. You keep the pork out. You keep the cheese, which is dairy, out. You keep that out too. Very important. All these things matter. You're not going to be getting rid of unwanted hair growth as a woman if you're eating dairy products and eating eggs. I'm talking about free range stuff. I'm talking about grass-fed beef stuff. I'm not talking grass-fed cows. I'm not talking about like just the real bad stuff. Just the good stuff is going to keep hair growing on your face. Because the follicle is not going to weaken, it's going to strengthen because it's got receptors on it for hormones that are naturally occurring. I'm not talking about additional added hormones. For hormones that are naturally occurring in that brie cheese and that milk and other cheeses and cheddar cheese and hard cheese and American cheese and whatever else, is out there, including like eggs and so forth. Because what that does is those hormones that are naturally occurring in there, animal hormones, they're attaching themselves to receptors. You'll hear a lot of androgen talk. Get rid of the dairy. Be really careful with this. There's receptors on the follicles. They love these natural hormones that are in dairy, are in eggs, are in some of the really high fat, saturated fat meats and so forth. There's hormones in that flesh. And in that fat, they go to the hair follicle and they seed it. They reseed it. You'll get a new one, pop. You'll get another one, pop. Doctor be like, oh no, it's androgens. Your RD would be like, oh, you should just be on a clean, be on a cleaner, more non-processed, lean protein meals and watch your carbs. That same old bullshit for 30 years now. That same old crap recycling from paleo to keto to carnivore backwards, then carnivore forwards, then, like the whole bit. It's then the Atkins in the past, and then flip back into this, flip back into the same old crap. And then they're just going to feed that to people. And meanwhile, women will have hair sprouting everywhere if they are susceptible and they have the follicles that actually are ones that have receptors on it for that. And it'll just explode. And they'll have hair that they shouldn't have in places that they shouldn't have, okay? And that's just one aspect. There's other reasons too in some info about that.